Russell Westbrook had his haters in shambles on Wednesday night. Less than 2 hours before the Clippers matchup against the Grizzlies, Kawhi Leonard was ruled out due to personal reasons. The LA Clippers had a 2-9 record without Kawhi Leonard and Paul George this season. Their only 2 wins came against the Indiana Pacers and Portland Trail Blazers. So it didn't look promising that the Clippers would go into Memphis and beat the 2-seed Grizzlies. But they did. Thanks in large part to Russell Westbrook giving us one of his vintage Russ performances. Russell Westbrook had his best game of the season against the Grizzlies and set history in multiple ways. Russell Westbrook put up a stat line of 36 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks on 13 of 18 shooting from the field, and he was a perfect 5 of 5 from 3. He became the first player in NBA history to have a 30-point and 10 assist game with 5 different franchises. He was also the only player in Clippers history to have 35 points, 10 assists, and 2 blocks in a game. And the history didn't stop there for Russell Westbrook, as during the game, Westbrook officially passed Allen Iverson for the 27th spot on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Westbrook officially has 24,370 points in his career, and he's now only 135 points away from passing another legend, Ray Allen, to take over the 26th spot. Russell Westbrook helped the LA Clippers come out with a huge win on the road and ended up with his own album cover. How's it going, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles Clippers and how they have much more planned down the stretch. If you guys do me a solid favor, please hit a like on the video. It does help the algorithm a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more Clippers and NBA content. Real quick, about 96% of you are watching my videos but aren't subscribed. So if you can all do me a solid favor and make sure you are subbed, that would be greatly appreciated. Fans were waiting a very long time to see this. And that is Russell Westbrook giving us a classic Russell Westbrook performance. He truly showed us the old Westbrook that we hadn't seen in a very long time. Russell Westbrook was all over this game. He was finding his offense, he was going at John Morant, and he even went at it with Dillon Brooks. Westbrook yelled at Brooks saying trash 3 times. And then at the end of the game, a very pumped up Westbrook also told Brooks to go home. I haven't seen Westbrook play with this kind of emotion and confidence in a long time. After the game, Russell Westbrook said emphatically, "It's that time of the year, and I'm going to let people know." Then Russ talked about how the Clippers have brought out the best in him.
Trusting and believing in me since day one. Welcome me with open arms, allowing me to be the best version of myself, and I'm grateful for that.
And for those of you who still think Russell Westbrook is a locker room vampire, well, check this out. Russell Westbrook embraced by the Clippers locker room after this win. I'm happy for Russell Westbrook. He finally seems happy with his new team, and he looks like he really belongs. And you can tell Russ is playing inspired basketball every night, and he's really connecting with his teammates out there. Look, when Paul George went down, the initial reaction was, well, there go the Clippers' chances. But now I'm starting to believe that with a fully reinvigorated Russell Westbrook playing like this, with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, plus the rest of this Clippers roster, they may be able to survive without Paul George. And by the way, I gotta give a big shout out to Robert Covington, who I haven't mentioned yet, but he was also a big reason why the Clippers won this game. Robert Covington got some extended playing time, 32 minutes, and he scored 27 points. Norman Powell had 13 from off the bench. Highland has been great for this Clippers team thus far. He had 20. So the Clippers, they got pieces. They got depth. They got a bench that they can lean on. So just because they're without Paul George doesn't mean their season is automatically over. So I really think with Westbrook playing like this, it just opens up a new realm of possibilities of how far this Clippers team can go. And speaking of Paul George's return, because don't make any mistake about it, Paul George is still very, very important to this Clippers team. This is what Shams said about Paul George's return. The Clippers believe, I'm told, they're going to have to get out of the first round for a real window for Paul George to return. You get out of the first round and you give yourself a chance to get Paul George back, close quote. Now, The question will become this: can the Clippers win a playoff series without Paul George? I think so. Now, the unfortunate part could be who the Clippers ultimately have to go up against in the first round, because if the playoffs started today, the Clippers would be matched up with Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And you know that's going to be a tough matchup. But even in this matchup, I like the idea of the Clippers playing, in many people's mind, the favorite to win the West first. Because if the Clippers do somehow beat the Suns in a first round playoff series, then it would be smooth sailing the rest of the way. And you can tell the Clippers aren't scared of this opportunity and potential matchup. Because if they were, the Clippers would be ducking here, and they would want to be losing these games to fall out, to get the 6th spot, to get a more favorable matchup against the inexperienced Kings. So my point is, I think the Clippers can not only survive here, but they can thrive during the stretch without Paul George. And Westbrook can step into being that number 2 beside Kawhi. As long as Kawhi Leonard is healthy and Kawhi Leonard is playing his typical Kawhi Leonard playoff basketball, Russell Westbrook just needs to do what he needs to do. He just has to play his game. He's got to basically play how he's been playing so far with the Clippers, and the Clippers will have a chance to win. The Clippers, they've been playing very well overall lately. They've won 8 of their last 11, and they're now 8-8 with Westbrook after starting off 0-5 with him. And with 5 games remaining, the Clippers are now trying to enter the playoffs as one of the hottest teams in the league. Now, the Clippers have 5 remaining games. They got the Grizzlies, they got the Pelicans, that's going to be a back-to-back. They got the Lakers, the Blazers, and the Suns. And funny enough, that last game of the season against the Suns could ultimately determine who gets home court in a potential Clippers versus Suns first-round playoff series. Right now, the Clippers are only a half game back of 4th and 1 full game up on the Warriors for 6th. So we'll see how this final stretch plays out for the Clippers. But I believe this team is just getting started, and they simply won't just go away just because Paul George is out. The Clippers might just have a lot more in store. So I like the Clippers' chances still, guys. Even though they're going to be without Paul George, like I just said, for at least 1 playoff series. Could be longer than that. You never know with these types of injuries. I still believe in this Clippers team, and I still think they can make some noise in the West. So we'll see where the Clippers get situated. We'll see where they finish. Things are still super, super tight in the West. And these 5 games will tell a whole ton of where the Clippers end their season. So first things first, Clippers got to take care of these games. But the Clippers playing like this, with Russell Westbrook playing at the peak of his powers, they can't be a team that you write off. They can't be a team that you sleep on come playoff time. So let me know though, guys, do you think the Clippers can win a playoff series without Paul George? Do you think this team can survive without PG-13? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And again, guys, please hit a like on the video. It does help a ton. Please subscribe to the channel for more Clippers and NBA content. That is it for me, everyone. As always, thank you so much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. This is Lucas signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.